Hi. Well, I'll start with the elephant in the room because it's actually kind of relevant to what I'm wanting to talk about. Yes, I shaved all my hair off. It was kind of impulsive, but it was kind of coming. It many reasons. Sometimes I just feel like just I've done this in the past. I just want to let go of everything, and that includes the hair. Just not worrying about my appearance. Um, and challenging myself to not worry about my appearance. And also, it's really, really hot. So it's actually very nice to have no hair in such heat. Um, so, so the reason why that's relevant to what I want to talk about today is because I talked about it because I am conscious of my appearance and I am conscious that people will go, whoa, that's radical, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. And this is what I want to talk about. There is this self in me, and, I bet other people will relate to this in one way or another. I think it's very common, but I'll just describe. I'm just going to be brutally honest, and it's really hard for me to look at this. Like yesterday, I was in so much intense pain with it. But I just know I've got to expose this. So we who are on earth, we can be incredibly self-conscious, and this is a result from long distant past life trauma when we've been put down and rejected and treated as pariahs, whatever, treated unfairly. And so as a result of that, we become incredibly self-conscious, like constantly evaluating ourselves based on other people's reactions, because we perceived in the experience that we had, we perceived that, that it was something we did, and that we're reacting to it by, just trying to work out, like, if I'm doing the wrong thing, if people react to me negatively, and I'm doing the right thing if people respond to me positively. So you just look at like the nature of social media, and it's all based around people's reactions, like how many followers have you got, how many likes have you got positive comments, have you got negative comments. And when the nasty trolls come along, or just even subtle things, we're basing our value on anything negative, and we're basing our value on the positive stuff too. And I'm going to be completely honest, I've been working on this constantly, working on rising above it. But I still look, and I still feel a reaction if something negative comes through. And this self can take it so personally, because there's this sense of like, you know if I receive a negative projection, this self will even if someone probably wasn't even intending anything, really that extreme, like this self will hone in and just create an issue out of it, like, and be like, oh, they did it because of this, they just hate me for no reason at all, and it's just so unfair and unjust, and why can't anybody else see this? And it's very, very dramatic. It's a real drama self, and it just builds and creates more than what really is, and distorts everything, because it's seeing through all these layers of so much pain and suffering. hold on, I just have some notes here because I just read a very good teaching from Saint Germain, and so I just wanted to sort of just take a core part of this teaching and yeah, speak about it because it just applies exactly to me. And yeah, so yeah, so what happens is there's this constant evaluation of oh, I did this and other people seem to like it. So, so then, and then I did this and some people didn't like it. And so, there's like this kind of constant push and pull that's going on, like where the self is trying to change myself, to avoid the negative stuff and to avoid the negative reactions. And also, when it doesn't get what it wants, if let's say someone consistently keeps rejecting you and it doesn't get what it wants because, it believes that, I'm likable and, of course, people should see that, should see that. And it just sort of, like yesterday, I just hit a point where I could see that someone, clearly, well, this self-perceived that someone appears to really disapprove of me. And I just went into a complete overload, and a part of the MO of this self is to like run away. Like one part is like, I put myself out there and, I'm craving attention and everything. And then if I don't get that attention, then that self just wants to run away. And it's kind of like, all these expletive, and run away and, block, avoid, whatever. I don't do that anymore because I just sort of, I know like if someone or some situation is triggering me, like, I've just got to sit with it and stay in the discomfort of it and follow it through, it's not, by running away from something that's disturbing us. It's not. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having boundaries or anything, and bringing certain relationships to an end. I think that's totally fine and everything. But there are just sometimes where you can just see like, yeah, running away isn't going to solve this. I need to stay in my discomfort and I need to follow it right through to the end. I need to be brutally honest with myself and just let it go. Why? Because it's unbearable. It's just unbearable, the push and the pull and, the incredible extremes of the emotions and everything. It's I just feel like my heart is being torn out of my body and, all the chakras just freeze up. It's very, very painful and, I just want to experience peace. I want to allow myself to be, a pure expression in the world for myself and for others so that, well, just so that as I liberate myself, it can inspire others to want to liberate themselves too, just as I feel so inspired by those who you know, liberate themselves. You know, it's just something that just really, I just feel like, yeah, I want that, you know, and I'm just going to keep going towards it. You know, we've got this incredible lineage of people who have walked the spiritual path and made their ascension, who are no longer people. They're ascended masters now, and there's people who are in embodiment who, you know, have reached a really high level of attainment, and we're all here to do that, you know, to reach, to just become as ego free and free of attachments to this world, to really bring through, you know, the highest possible vibration and hope and inspire others, because you know, basically we don't really want to suffer. Some people do, but I think anyone who's watching this video doesn't want to suffer. So yeah, I'm just sharing with you what's causing me suffering. I'm seeing it, I know it, and you might recognize it, and I'll follow up when I can follow up. It's not gone yet. I can feel it, you know, just still stirring beneath the surface, but I've just got a lovely sense of peace right now. So the self-conscious self, exposed, done. See you guys.